Good Monday morning. How you feel today? How do you feel today? We are in the book No Limits by John C. Maxwell, chapter 4. Chapter 4 is about your emotional capacity. Don't look at my messy office, right? Your emotional capacity, your ability to manage your emotions. And when we talk about your emotions, I put in the title, No Crying in Baseball, but um, your emotions are a real thing, right? Your emotions are a real thing. Um, John Maxwell talks about when he first got started in ministry, right, as a pastor, and he was expected to counsel people on their problems, and he wasn't very good at it, right? He wasn't very good at it because he said that when someone gave him a problem, he wanted to give them a solution, and that's not the way counseling works, right? Counseling is about helping people find their own solutions, talking them through their problems and helping them find their own solutions. And he said that um, a few things that stuck out to him. A lot of people don't. Most people don't see themselves as they really are. They're right. They project. Um, they project a certain image to people, and um, maybe they see themselves as being strong, but they're not. And but anyway, most people don't see themselves the way they really are. You really have to be intentional about that. Many people don't want to resolve their problems, right? They just want somebody to listen to them. They don't really want to they don't really want to fix what's wrong. They just want somebody to listen to them. And then some people are not emotionally strong, and as a result, they don't cope well with life's difficulties. And when he talks about your emotional capacity, it's not about the fact that you don't cry. There are things that can make you cry, right? But emotional capacity is the ability to handle adversity, failure, criticism, change, and pressure in a positive way, right? To see this as okay, how can this make me stronger? How can this make me better? What other avenues can I take? Right? It's about it. It's about not getting overwhelmed, I guess, for lack of a better word. He says that he's watched a lot of people that have a high emotional capacity, and he's come up with 7 things, right? A list. John Maxwell loves lists, right? 7 things. Emotionally strong people are proactive in dealing with their emotions. Remember, how you feel is how you feel is how you feel, and nobody can make you feel a certain way. Their actions, how you feel is up to you. All right. First and most important thing emotionally strong people do is take an active approach to their emotions. They never say, "That's just how I feel. I can't help it," because you can. They are never victims of their own feelings, right? Ogmandino says, if I feel depressed, I will sing. If I feel sad, I will laugh. If I feel ill, I will work twice as hard. If I feel fear, I will plunge ahead. If I feel inferior, I will wear new garments, new clothes, right? If I feel uncertain, I will raise my voice. If I feel poverty, I will think of wealth. If I feel incompetent, I will remember past success. If I feel insignificant, I will remember my goals. Today, I will be a master of my emotions. Think about that. What if you said that to yourself every day? Today, I will be a master of my emotions. John Maxwell says he's not sure that he will ever be a master of his emotions, but he always gets in motion in an attempt to head off his damaging emotions, right? Um, Only by taking action will we pull ourselves out of the pits that we find ourselves in, hoping, wishing, denying, cussing, fussing, moaning, blaming, waiting. It only keeps us in the pit. Only keeps us in the pit. The faster we can recover from the shock, right? The quicker our recovery time will be. The more emotionally strong we will become. The choice is always yours. You either continually work on mastering your emotions or you become mastered by them, right? I just tell people if they get, there are things that happen in real estate and you can't, nothing you can do about it, right? You can be mad. You can be mad. You can let it eat you up. You can chase after somebody for forever, or you can Be mad for a minute. It's okay. Right now, let it go. Let it go and move on. Move on to something positive. Right. Um, so number one, proactive. Be proactive in dealing with your emotions. Number two, emotionally strong people don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves, right? I guess I jumped the gun there, right? Do it. Feel sorry for yourself, wallow in your pity and all that kind of stuff, or be upset for a minute, let it go, find out, okay, how can we go? How can we move forward, right? Um, a lot of things in life, just ignore it. Just ignore it. Stuck in traffic, so what? Well, oh well. You can't, what are you going to do? What are you gonna do? You gonna be mad about it? Why be mad about it? Right? Um, so it doesn't. And just because you ignore stuff doesn't mean that we suppress, ignore, or deny every pain. Right? Serious pain has to be confronted. But one mark of resilience is learning to tell what pain deserves our attention. Paying attention to every pain all the time doesn't lead to resilience. It usually just leads to whining. Right? Um, and aches and pains, mentally, physically, whatever, same thing, right? Emotionally strong people don't waste time feeling sorry for themselves. Number three, emotionally strong people don't allow other people to control their relationships, right? Emotionally strong people usually have the ability to adjust to difficult relationships, but weaker people can't or won't, right? Um, a lot of times, if you are the emotionally stronger person in a relationship, it says you are, um, but you are unconscious of the relationship's dynamics, then you conform to the other person's way of relating. If you're conscious of the dynamics, you can choose to passively adapt to the other person or take action to try to influence the dynamics or distance yourself from the other person. If you're in a toxic relationship, you either put up with it or you get out of it or you change it, right? That's all. Emotionally, if you're emotionally strong, you're going to get out of it, right? Um, and getting out of it is it leads to being emotionally strong, right? Um, Emotionally strong people honor their relationships, but at the same time, they guard against letting others control them, especially in difficult relationships. Right? Number four, and all of these kind of intertwine, right? They all kind of intertwine. I was trying to do it with one hand. Intertwine. Emotionally strong people don't waste energy on things that they can't control. Remember, stuck in traffic. Oh well, you know. Um, Again, Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela said, "Our surroundings need not control our spirit. People who devalue us do not determine our value. Dreams can be birthed during the daily grind. Out of our brokenness, we can be made whole and bring healing to others." Control what you can and don't waste energy on what you can't. One of the most important lessons that we can learn in life. Control what you can and don't waste energy trying to control something that you can't control, right? You have to understand the difference between a fact of life and a problem. Fact of life is something that you cannot control or fix, and a problem is something that you can, right? So fix it, right? Fix it, or find somebody else who can fix it. Emotionally strong people don't waste their energy when they're stuck in bad traffic, when they lose their luggage, or when they get caught in a storm, right? I was listening to a speaker, somebody who travels around the United States, around the country, around the world, whatever, speaking, and he said there are no bad airport experiences, only good stories, right? They turn into good stories. Focus on what you can control, right? So, what are the things? What are the things that you can control, right? Your attitude. You're the only one that can determine how you think or how you feel. Control your time. You're the only one that can determine how you spend your time and who you spend it with whom you spend it. Um, your priorities. You can control your priorities. You determine what's important in your life and how much time you give to those things. You control your passion. You identify what you love and what it was you were created to do. You control your potential, right? Where are you going to commit yourself to grow? And your calling, right? Only um, you're the one that's going to answer to God, the higher power, however you put it, right? I call it God, right? Um, you're the one that's going to answer to God at the end of your life, right? For your purpose. What'd you do, right? Devote your energy to those things, right? Your attitude, your time, your priorities, your passion, your potential, and your calling. Devote your time to those things, your energy. Okay. Number 5, emotionally strong people don't keep making the same mistakes, right? It's it's inevitable that we're going to make mistakes. Learn from those mistakes. Don't make the same mistake twice, right? Um, um, and when you're thinking about that, there's some steps you can take, right? Review. When you do something, if you make a mistake, review it. What did I do? Right? Think to yourself. Emotionally strong people look first at themselves. What did I do? What part did I play in making that happen? Remember, when you point fingers at somebody, you point a finger at somebody, what do you see? You see these 1, 2, 3, 4, if you count your thumb, 4 fingers pointing back at yourself, right? So when you put the blame on somebody else, what part did I play in that, right? Um, Number 6, emotionally strong people don't allow the highs or lows to control your life, right? Success can be just as devastating as failure, right? Because success, you can get you on top of the world. Nothing can stop me now, and then you stop, right? You stop. Um, um, if you're upset about something, it's okay to have that feeling for a time. Stop. Get over it. Okay. All right. I've had it. I still, you know, I still remember it. But I'm not letting it control me. I'm not letting whatever happened control me. When I have success, celebrate success, and then move on. Right. And then move on. Don't get all caught up in yourself. Right. Limit the effect of any emotional high or low to a 24-hour period that follows the occurrence. That's what John Maxwell says, right? That's how he limits the impact of his highs and lows, the 24-hour rule. You want to be upset about something, be upset 24 hours, no more, right? Want to be excited, fantastic, celebrate 24 hours. Hey, let's go. Okay, now move on. Let's go. Buckle down. Number 7, emotionally strong people understand, appreciate, and grow through their struggles, right? Everything that happens to us can be used for good, right? Can be used for good. This is Romans chapter 8, right? Um, how does this make me grow? How does this make me stronger? How does this make me what can I learn from this, right? So number 7, emotionally strong people understand, appreciate, and grow through their struggles. So the capacity questions. In the past, number 1, in the past, have you considered yourself to be emotionally strong or emotionally weak as a person, and why? Number 2, which of the 7 practices of emotionally strong people are you best at doing? Are you best at growing through your struggles? Are you best at not making the same mistakes? Are you best at not wasting energy on things you can't control? Not letting others control your relationships? Not wasting time feeling sorry for yourself, or being proactive in your emotions? Which of those 7 practices are you best at doing? And then number 3, which of the 7 practices is most difficult for you, and why? And what could you do to improve in that area? What a way to start a Monday, huh? What a way to start a Monday. Don't waste time on things you cannot control. Pow. That's nothing new. Okay, that's it for today. I hope to see you tomorrow right here on Millionaire Mindset Book Club. We are doing No Limits by John C. Maxwell, and tomorrow is chapter 5. So if you know somebody that can benefit from this, have them go to the Millionaire Mindset Book Club on Facebook, sign up, and the videos are posted. I may be a little behind, but I'll get that caught up. The videos are posted there for one and for all to see and hopefully learn from. And so that's all I have for today. Get out there, make today your best day ever. so far. See you tomorrow.